Salvete Omnes, this is I'm Amelia, also known as the Martian Geek, and welcome back to another episode of Kaze and the Wild Masks. In the last episode, we did 1-1, 1-2, 1-4, and 1-5. Where's 1-3, you ask? Well, we'll get to that soon enough. For now, it's time for 1-6, though. Lights on, lights off. And just based on the title, can you guess which Donkey Kong Country level this takes inspiration from? Well, we have claptraps anyway, except they're corn. Can you guess now? Yep, we've had Bramble Scramble, we've had Ropey Rumpus, now it's time for Stop and Go Station. This time with pineapple crabs. So the problem with this one that I ran into was that, despite it being pretty linear and pretty open, the bonus rooms are surprisingly easy to miss. So, they're basically all down pits, and they're not like... they technically don't just require jumping into every pit until we find them, but... I lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, we have a couple new enemy types. I believe these are supposed to be dragon fruit. I will say, the crabs seem to be a little easier to dodge when they're active than rock crocs are. So you could probably get through this level without turning any lights on. Oh, well, first hit of the run. Why haven't I seen a bonus room yet? I just played this level like yesterday. Ah, there we go. I think that is the first one, so... This game doesn't necessarily distribute the bonus rooms, or the letters for that matter, throughout the level evenly. In this case, the two of them are pretty close together. So, another thing about the bonus rooms is when you get down to 8 seconds, the music speeds up and becomes more rock-ish, and I almost ran out of time on that one. But anyway, first half of the green bonus room medal thingy gotten. Also, unlike Stop and Go Station, this level has parts where you pretty much just... no, that was not the right pit. Dang it, I didn't realize that until that was too late. Well, first death of the run, but it was basically deliberate. It was kind of halfway deliberate, I'll put it that way. It was me forgetting where the second bonus room is. I don't know if you can actually defeat that porcupine. I don't see how you'd have room on the platform to roll into it. Because, yeah, if you haven't guessed, the dragon fruit porcupines are our bristles equivalent. The enemy design in this game is so weird. I mean, it's creative, if nothing else. There it is, okay. Yeah, my first time through the level, I missed both of those. Had no idea where they were, since... Aw, dang it. Since, like I said, the level is very linear and very open. I think with this bonus, the key is to keep track of where both the crowds are, but that should be pretty obvious, I suppose. Ow. Now, doesn't it seem like pineapple crabs should actually be a real thing? Like, not crabs that are literally pineapples, but ones that are just called that. Well, anyway, that was that level done. Got everything except the no damage trophy, and I don't know if you actually get anything for those, so I'm not too bothered. And anyway, I'm sure it'll get very much more difficult to actually obtain later in the game. Time for the final regular level in World 1, Bean Bay 1-7. Our first water level. Now, the interesting thing about swimming in this game is Kaze automatically floats back to the surface. There's no air meter, thank goodness. But you can't actually stay underwater, at least not right now. I want to say this would be like our Lakeside Limbo or Tidal Trouble, but it's not really the same. The important part is that we can dive by pressing the attack button. I suppose the beans here are why it would be called Bean Bay, because they're the only beans in the level, so, you know, whatever. We also have artichokes. They'll be the biggest threat in here. Now, the music in this level reminds me of Spyro. Does it sound a bit like that to you? It does to me. So now we can't dive that deep. So it's time for the second wild mask. Shark! I'm a Sahark! Yes, we can swim much better now, we can stay underwater as long as we want. And, well, there's a tutorial for one new thing. I guess I don't need to explain it too much, because the game explains it for us. Hold the jump button to accelerate. So yeah, this is our Dixie Kong swimming through the current in Tropical Freeze mechanic here. And there's our first bonus. At least I think that's the first one. That better be the first one. Yeah, keep in mind, I haven't played a lot of this game. Like I said, I played 1-1 like 2 days ago, and... Oh, okay, yeah. I played 1-1 3 days ago, and I played this one yesterday, and that was our second bonus. So, how much can we backtrack? Yeah, I remember that I missed the first bonus the first time through, too. Do I remember where it is? No, not really. If I did, I would have gotten it. You know what? Might as well just die. We haven't hit the... Oh no, actually we did hit the... We hit the shark thing. Well, I guess we're redoing the level. Now, you don't have to redo the bonus if you do die. There's our second letter. And we have an attack. It's, surprisingly enough, the attack button. Now, one thing I will say, the controls for the shark mask are very good, but it's not really easy to swim in circles. I mean, not that it would be easier to swim in circles. Ow, that is not the direction I meant to go. And that was just fail. Sheesh. Yeah, it's not easy to swim in circles, and it's not very easy to take small turns. EPA. Shark attack! From below. I just ran right into that. Yeah, like I said, the artichokes are the most dangerous thing in here. You'll keep shooting and you can do nothing about it. And of course, most of the time you encounter them, you're in the water. That's pretty much the only one where you're not. Someone get a volume deal on the spike fruits or whatever the heck these are. What are these? I don't know of a fruit or vegetable that's covered in spikes like that. I mean, there's durians, but they're much bigger relative to the size of the spikes, so... And I can't destroy them, so I can't tell what vegetable they turn into. Well, we're almost out of here anyway. Just have to do the whole thing again. Yeah, there's the end. Got all the letters. We only got one of the bonuses. And we got the... Actually, we didn't get the crystals? How did we not get the crystals? Well, guess we're coming back for those too. There's only a letter over here, right? Yeah. And this game also has time trials, as you can see from the clock. I have not tried any of those yet. Ah, there it is. I forgot that there's a fake wall there. Defeat 11 enemies. Time to beat up some beets. I think these are beets. Now, one thing I'm not sure about. Okay, that did count as getting it. I didn't have to finish the level. I probably do for the crystal thing, though, so we're gonna play it again anyway. But it's good to know that you can just get a bonus and exit out of the level if you need to. I figured that would be a good opportunity to check that since we were right at the beginning. Now that's the problem with these beans when they're floating on water, is they are fast and have a tendency to be right in the way. Anyway, time to shark again. I'm thinking there'll be something on the other side there, and there's just not. Well, we're halfway to the crystals anyway. I actually didn't mean to go in there. I forgot that you could still do it even... Well, whatever. Whatever. Guess we're doing the second bonus again. I could just deliberately lose, but there's nothing to get hit with here, and it's quicker to actually do it. Go away, you cranky carrot. Don't need to get that. But we do need to press J to attack. Yeah, you might have noticed that I had my D-pad set to ESDF instead of the more common WASD. I know that that's the standard, but... Ow. And I know it's only one key off from where I have it, but I learned typing before I ever seriously played video games with the keyboard, so it's just more natural to have my hands in that position. Whoops. Because when you're typing, you have your hands on the home row, and your first three fingers on your left hand are on S, D, and F. So, yeah, like I said, that's always just felt more natural for me. Like, WASD is okay. Like I said, it's only one key off, and even if the distance between the keys isn't exactly the same, it works well enough. What I really don't like is when games depend on the arrow keys for a movement. Well, that didn't last long. Because that's not even the same hand, so That's very different muscle memory. This game fortunately does have customizable controls. You'd think it would be a given with a PC game, but it's not, and it's always an annoyance when it's not. Because unless your preferred control setup happens to exactly match the default or what the game gives, then you'll be suboptimally comfortable. Moral of the story is always have customizable controls in PC games, and honestly in any video game, but especially PC games, because there's a lot more ambiguity as far as which button is supposed to do what. Yeah, a couple days ago I basically tried out a whole bunch of different indie games, including this one, to see what I'd be interested in, either playing or let's playing or whatever else, and I did run into that problem with the controls on a couple of them. The point is, it's finally time to go back and do 1-3, watch your step. So you may be expecting this to be much like one of the temple levels in Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze, and you would be absolutely correct. And I already died. The gimmick with this one is, except for the first 2 seconds of the level, all the platforms are invisible. And you can only tell where they are by where bad guys, crystals, scenery objects, and other such things are. And even then, it's easy to miss. There are no checkpoints in this level, because of course there aren't. But fortunately, it's at least pretty short. I mean, I guess it's probably not shorter than 1-1, but it's shorter than, like, every other level we've done, so... Now, this jump right here, this one... Oh boy. Yeah, my first time through the level, that one got me a lot. I'm not really sure what it was about that one in particular, but... I don't know where anything is. And as you can see, these levels do not have bonuses, nor do they have Kaze letters. They only have crystals. I mean, that's fewer collectibles that we have to worry about, I guess, but... the other ones in this game weren't really that bad to deal with anyway. Platforms are farther apart now. Good thing we can helicopter spin. And now we have absolutely nothing to tell where they are, so we have to wait for another bean to spawn. Yeah, this part's a bit slow. And I didn't mean to jump on that. Okay, right there. And there's the end. Well, I mean, it was a kind of interesting idea, but yeah, definitely my least favorite level in the game so far. It wasn't that hard, it just wasn't very interesting. But anyway, we've done everything we can in World 1 except for the boss, Mother Mona. Which also counts as 1-8. Angry spike balls. So this boss seems to take its cues primarily from Scowl from Tropical Freeze. At least assuming it's supposed to be based on anything in particular. That's what it reminds me the most of. With the needle projectile spamming and all. So after it's done with that attack phase, then we have to jump over some of these. Stay in the middle, and then get the heck out of the way. And now we climb up here, and do this. Even the sound effect for hitting the boss sounds similar to the new Donkey Kong games. Oh. Misjudge where that would stop. More spikes. For what it's worth, you don't have to hit the boss directly on that blue gem on its forehead. Like, just hitting it on the top of its head is good enough. And now it's doing the attack from the second phase. And more jump practice. Mama wore pajamas to the grocery store. Smash a bunch of it. Yeah, whatever. That attack is not any harder to dodge when it's fast, you realize, Mother Mona. And she's down. Bunny is not amused. And the world is peaceful once again. Well, 1/4 of the world is peaceful. The other forest critters are very grateful. Honestly, I have a feeling that there is a lot of art of this game on furry fan sites already. I obviously haven't gone and looked it up, but just the nature, it seems like it would be something that would happen. Anyway, World 1 is finished. So next time we will be going to World 2. And I guess we can get a little bit of a preview of it. Yeah, next up will be the Ice World. So I will see you then.